In this video, I'm going to go over a few differences between living in China and living in the UK, having experienced both.
The first difference, China has a lot of CCTV everywhere, cameras, whereas England doesn't have that much, unless you're in London. Number two, the tap water in the UK is relatively clean. In China, don't drink the tap water. In China, there are tall buildings and malls everywhere. The cost of living in China is generally more affordable. People don't seem to need to worry so much about heat or eat like we do in the UK these days. In terms of infrastructure, at least in the newer areas of China anyways, the infrastructure is big and capable of handling a higher population, such as wider roads, more hospitals, or at least bigger and more efficient hospitals, that sort of thing. When it comes to pollution, China's the winner on that one. Well, by winner I mean loser. Sometimes it's so thick you can chew through it. When it comes to food, I would say China wins on that one. It's usually more affordable. Restaurants are just common everywhere. People go there for lunch often. China has a food culture for sure. Whereas in the UK, it's more of an occasion. I'll give you a translation. That means no grandpa, no tea. Go figure. In terms of diversity, China does not have many foreigners per capita. The UK is a lot more diverse. The quality of food in the UK is higher. In China, unless you pay more money for it, usually the quality will be less than that of the UK. I'm talking about meat, vegetables, this sort of thing. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the vegetables and fruits in China are really good quality, but that's just because they've been GMO'd to hell. You get apples like this big. Yeah, that's natural. When it comes to transport in China, I'm talking about subways, buses, trains, taxis, these sorts of things. In China, it is a lot more abundant. It's a lot more convenient, safe, and definitely more affordable. When it comes to the issue of homelessness, I've maybe seen one or two in China, tops. And that's after a good few years of being here. So, just in my personal experience, I think there's a lot less homeless people. There are a lot less homeless people in China than there are in the UK, per capita at least. Let's talk about the firewall. That still exists here. Unless you're using a VPN, you can't really access things like Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. In terms of privacy, that doesn't exist so much in China. Whereas in the UK, of course, people are entitled to it. It seems to be in China, you could be in a doctor's office and there'd be other people in the office with you, just checking out what's wrong with you. When it comes to diversity of food, the UK wins that one. We have all sorts of foreign food available, whereas in China, not so much. When it comes to manners, China's not great. My girlfriend just rode off. Okay, I'll finish the point. Basically, they'll cut in line. They'll This will tie into another one as well, actually. We'll make this a two-parter. The driving is dangerous here. They'll cut in front of each other. They'll just pull out into oncoming traffic without even looking. You'll be talking to someone at the bank or the shop or wherever, and if somebody's impatient, they'll just come in and talk over the top of you. It is like that here. Of course, in the UK, it's absolutely not like that. As I'm sure many of you are probably aware now, medical care in the UK, it's not doing so great. Long waiting times, very long waiting times for pretty much every service, at least in most parts of the country. In China, I can get a doctor's appointment within the hour. Another not so great part about China, animal welfare. Maybe it's getting a bit better these days, but it's still terrible. Last but not least, violent crime in the UK is kind of at an all-time high. I think anyone living in the UK now will attest to that, unfortunately. Not really a thing in China so much. I mean, it will happen in a country of 1.5 billion people, but most of the crime in China is non-violent crime, like scams and things like that. Overall, though, very low crime. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. Take it easy.